Hey Terp fans, it's Mr. Smiley here with another Terps win B1G war recap. This time a 67 to 58 victory over the Florida Gators. It's always a little bit extra fun to get another college sports clan enemy to battle against. This one actually was a pretty close war until the end of the war when we decided to just put it away. So I do have another video up on the channel that shows a hero Dragloon 10 versus 11 strategy that I think is a pretty solid strat. So if you're interested, check that one out. But we had some pretty nice attacks at Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 8 level. The first one's going to be a Town Hall 9 2-jump GoVaLo by Psycho Killer. And the GoVaLo is, like I've said, is my favorite attack to watch. And this one, there's a little bit of a different wrinkle. I wanted to point out a couple things about this base in particular. I think we're going to start seeing, not that these are necessarily GoVaLo bases or anything like that, although maybe. But this is looks like an anti-queen walk base, and basically when you're looking for a queen walk, even if you're not attacking by air, you still want to set the queen out where she can take out the air defenses. That risk, that can take out her healers and take her out of the equation. And so for a lot of these anti queen walk bases, they're still anti 3-star. This one is looks more like a Town Hall 10 base that's been converted to Town Hall 9. But when you see an anti queen walk base, what you're really going to look for is these small pockets on the outside that will deny the queen access to the inside, and then you see the air defenses. There's still defenses in here, and it's great to take them out, but you're probably not going to see double giant bombs out here. The possibility of here, but not very probable. And then you're going to have, since you have all these shallow pockets out here, you're going to have a bigger core here in the middle. And so that's what Psycho Killer sees here. He sees this big core that he can get into here with a single jump, and that's part of the problem with these bases for a lot of attacks is that you do need to have a jump there, and this core here is broken up by this single line in the middle. So what Psycho Killer is going to do is he's going to use a second jump here, and with a GoVaLo, because you're not using any of the spells or maybe just a haste here for the loons, it does give you the luxury that you can use more spells for the kill squad. And so that's what he's going to do. He's going to send the kill squad in here, and that second jump basically makes this into one gigantic core, so he can take out these air defenses. And then he's going to send the loons a little bit early. I think part of that might have been because there's a hound in the clan castle, and he wanted to make sure that his loons were able to do their maximum destruction before the hound popped, and the pups were able to kind of pick apart some of the loons. So a couple of his loons do take some air defense damage, but for the most part, the air defenses go down, and his loons just wreck the base, and he has enough of the kill squad alive that they can, the wizards can take out the pups, and the archer queen's still up. So there you see, drops the golem, sets a nice wide funnel there. Not quite wide enough because the Valkyries start going out for a jog. But fortunately, there isn't that much trash out there to steer them the wrong way, and he avoids disaster, has them come in there. Probably doesn't need a rage, but it's it helps with that hound in the clan castle in particular to just move them along a lot more quickly. He wants to make sure he takes out that blower there, pops the second jump, and that allows them to go into that back end of the core. He's got he's got the queen, he's got the king, got a ton of Valkyrie, and then he's going to send in the loons. And so he does it from this side. A couple of loons take some damage, eat a mine. There's another mine, but enough of them last that they can just destroy these outside defenses. And there we go. The hound pops, but fortunately it does it over the golem mites. and ends up targeting the Golemites more than the loons. That, at some point they are going to destroy the loons, and there he uses that haste to try to get in there a little bit faster. I'm not sure whether the loon actually took out the air defense or whether it was the golem, but that one loon did survive to take out the mortar, so that's nice. And just a really, really well thought out attack for this base, and well executed. And at this point, it's just some cleanup. Got, what, three three Valkyries still running around chopping up stuff. Got the Archer Queen. Got a couple, four Whizzles, a Loon, a little Golemite still doing a little bit of damage, and really, really nice attack. So let's just speed this up. So good job, Psycho. And running towards that hut. Probably could have used a barb or something on that hut, but no worries. Alright, so the next one we're going to have a couple of GoHoVas. Let's see. First one is going to be by Turtle Power on number 12 here. So let's go ahead and look at this base. Sorry, BlueStacks is a little bit laggy today, but let's see if we can. All right, let's go ahead and pause this. I think this is a common internet base. I think this might be the Shield. So I don't know whether this is a cleanup attack or it might have been I suspect it was an initial attack. But there ends up being the double giant bombs here and here. But I'm not sure whether Turtle Power knew that at the time. That it probably would have been easier to take out the double bombs just by going here from due south, and then you can capture the queen here. On an initial attack, though, you might worry that that there are more bombs inside here. That maybe there's some bombs. Yeah, probably not up there, but definitely looks like there could be. So Turtle Power is going to come in from due east here. I think he breaks open this wall here, and then he's going to pop a jump to get into the core. So the problem remains that this one on the back end is still a big threat because he's going to send the hogs around here, and what you don't want happen is to have the hogs end up here and then make bacon. And so to try to combat that, he does send a few hogs in, but really not enough to take out here, but does a good job of taking out this cannon, which is pretty far away behind a couple sets of walls and these thick storages that take a while to chew through. So that single cannon could have done a lot of damage to his core team. So he's going to send some hogs in here to take that out. It would have been awesome if it would have taken out more here. I think if he would have kind of committed to this, it probably would have taken a heal and 6 or 7 hogs to do that. But I'm not sure. That's a big investment. That's half his hogs. So he decides that he's going to come in from the due east here with a really, really wide kill squad here. Golem down south, Golem up there, whole mess of Whizzles, and Queen down here to start taking stuff out. Very nice and patient. Drops the jump. I guess they didn't need the wall breakers, but he had them anyway in case he didn't quite make it to that outside wall. So Kill Squad's going to come in here, pops an immediate heal. That's on the GoHoVas that's what you want to do. It keeps those Valkyries will live forever as long as they're under a heal. Then he's going to send the bulk of his hogs up north. There you see the one in the south takes out the cannon. It would have been nice if he could have taken out that wizard tower, but a sliver of that remains. And he's going to do a nice job with the heals, kind of get both the kill squad and the heroes and the hogs all in those heals. Queen gets caught from behind, but he has the poison to take out the pups. And hogs just kind of go around, gets a golem to go in and pop one of the bombs, and then there's only one bomb left, and that's not going to be enough to kill the hogs. So the hogs survive that, and with a really strong kill squad, a lot of the time they will take out they will get through the core and take out at least one of the bombs like that. So nice job by Turtle Power. Let's go ahead and fast forward through this cleanup. Just ton of Valkyries. So this one, instead of the kill squad just purely cutting out a portion of the base for the hogs, the hogs end up keeping the kill squad alive a lot longer than they would have otherwise, and finish off the base here. So we're going to see another GoHoVa. I know we show a lot of GoHoVas, but I mean it's a fantastic versatile attack that works on a ton of bases. DDA's been playing with them a little bit here. So this is a really nice one. This is a pretty easy hog base, but at the same time, I think as you'll see in the attack, I mean, just adding the Valk to it makes it even easier than that. So we're going to have the kill squad come in here from the northwest. Then we're going to pop a jump in here. And even though if you had just used lots of hogs, it probably would have worked, just getting that jump in there turns, oh no, I guess that, here we go. That actually, so all of this becomes accessible by the Valkyrie right here. So this is a huge, nice chunk of the base, both of the expos, all of the air defenses. I guess he can get this mortar here too. And these purple walls against Max Valkyrie, they can just chew through that. That you don't have to worry about as much about the Valkyrie being stuck in the core. Then he's going to send his hogs in a wall down here. He does a nice job to make sure that they're not going to backtrack. He does send them a little bit earlier than I usually do, but it ends up working out really, really nicely that because he sends them in a little bit early, by the time they get to the core, he does the Valkyrie are still up, and he does a fantastic job of just making sure that those heals overlap with the Valkyrie, that not only are they healing the hogs, but they're healing his kill squad. And it worked out beautifully that that so much of his kill squad ended up surviving. And I think it was a cleanup attack that he knew where the giant bombs were, or maybe there weren't that many other places that they could have been. So it's worth the investment of trading one hog for a giant bomb. That's a no-brainer. That's a good job to spot that and execute the bomb pops there. There he's going to send some wall breakers, open that outside wall. Perfect jump drop, especially with Valkyrie. They're so fast. You want to drop that jump earlier rather than later, and you don't want your Valkyrie to get pissed off that they're running into a wall and start taking, back out the other way. So drop that jump. Even if it's a level 1 jump, that's 20 seconds. That's a long time for an attack. 40 seconds is an eternity for if all you're doing is just sending a kill squad in. There you see the Valkyrie are getting a little bit damaged, but with that overlapping heal, the Valkyrie, are back up to normal, back up to full, and just running around, just chopping up stuff. Hogs end up hitting some springs, but he's got the kill squad up, chopping up stuff. He's got enough hogs out there that they take out all those defenses. The Clan Castle Hound hasn't even popped at this stage, and the base is wrecked. It's destroyed. So really nice job, DDA. Welcome to the Illuminati. Yeah, so really nice attack. It's great to see guys adopting these brutal GoHoVas. Just makes hogging that much easier when you have a gigantic golden axe chopping up part of the base. So until next time, let's go Terps.